In this video, I'm going to address one of the most common questions I'm getting from applicants applying for adjustment of status. When do we file our medical exam? Do we file it with the adjustment of status application? Do we wait and bring it to the interview? Do we file it when they request it? I'm going to address all these questions in this video. It's really important because without the medical exam, without doing it properly, your entire case could be delayed. So if this is of interest to you, I'll see you on the other side. And welcome back to our immigration channel. This is a place where you get the most up-to-date immigration news, immigration information, and everything else that you need to make your immigration journey less stressful. My name is Jacob Sapochnick and I'm an immigration attorney located in San Diego, California, and I help clients all over the country and all over the world. In this video, I'm going to address one of the most common questions I'm getting from applicants applying for the green cards inside the United States. When do we file our medical? Do we file it in the beginning of the case? Do we file it after we submit the application? Or do we have to wait for USCIS to request the medical? Super important question. I'll address this about certain timelines that you need to know because these medical exams are very time sensitive and it's a very important topic. So before we do that, if you're here for the first time and you've never been to my channel before, subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. So let's talk about the medical exam. A really major source of confusion for many applicants applying for adjustment of status is the question, when do we file our medical exam? Properly signed and given to you back in a sealed envelope. And so once again, once you meet with a civil surgeon and he gives you that sealed envelope, what do you do with it? Do you wait? Do you file it with the adjustment of status? Or do we wait for USCIS to request more evidence and then we submit the medical? Now, the reason many of you are confused is because when you Google this issue, there's a concept called the 60-day rule. Now, I'm not talking about the 60, 90-day rule when you enter the United States and you have to wait before you file your adjustment of status application. I'm talking about the 60-day rule as it applies to the medical exam. And what that means is that when you meet with the civil surgeon and the civil surgeon signs your medical form, the I-693, from the moment that form is signed, you have 60 days to file your adjustment of status application. So for example, if you meet with a civil surgeon on January 1st, and then you file your application in February, application for adjustment of status, you're still okay because it's only been 30 days after the civil surgeon signed the form. But if you're gonna file the application in May, you're gonna have to go and get a new medical. Now, if you're gonna get your medical exam and you file your application for adjustment of status at the same time, then it's fine. Because the medical exam is good for 2 years. So for example, if you file the application on September 1st, your medical exam is also done around that same week, it will be good for 2 years from the date you file your adjustment of status application. And you have the option to include the medical with the application itself or submit it a little bit later if they request it or before the interview. In any case, this medical exam will be good for 2 years. In some cases, it may not be advisable to file the medical exam with the adjustment of status application, especially if your priority date retrogressed on the visa bulletin and you may have to wait more than 2 years to get your green card or go to the interview. At that point, you have to wait a little bit before you file the medical so you don't waste the 2-year validity. But that's a consideration for you to discuss with whoever files your case, as long as you understand how that works. To summarize, a properly valid medical exam is one that is signed, dated by the civil surgeon, and is in a sealed envelope provided to you after the appointment. Such medical exam is valid for 2 years from the date the civil surgeon signs it. And such medical exam can be filed together with the adjustment of status application or later on after the adjustment of status application is already filed. However, if the doctor signs the medical exam before you file the adjustment of status application, remember that you have 2 months to file that application. If you fail to do so, the medical exam will not be valid and you'll have to do another one. So, as I mentioned before, if the civil surgeon signs it a month before you file and then you file, you're going to still be okay. So hopefully this information is helpful and solves the confusion. Again, the question is, when do we file the medical exam? How long is the medical exam valid for? It is valid for 2 years. And the most important thing is that once the civil surgeon signs it, you should be filing this within 2 months or at the same time when you receive the medical. Once again, if you have any questions, post those questions in the comments below. And if you need my help with any of your cases, text me 619-483-4549. I'm here for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.